Hey guys, Andrew Miles from Andrew Miles Intuitive here, and I just wanted to talk to you today about astral travel, or astral projection, as some people call it. So, what astral travel or astral projection is essentially when your physical body relaxes so much that you are able to send your spirit or your soul or your astral body, whatever you want to call it, outside of your physical body. So your consciousness, you send your consciousness, which is aware all the time of physical body, except when you're sleeping, you send it outside of the physical body, and you can essentially travel anywhere that you want. This could be within the space around you, like if you lay down and you focus on extending your consciousness outside of your body and your spirit out, your soul outside of your body, you could then walk around the space of your room that you are laying down in. You could travel to um, Africa or Egypt and see the pyramids. You could see the Eiffel Tower in Paris. You could go out to space and look at the Earth from an aerial viewpoint or from a spatial viewpoint from outside of the atmosphere of the Earth. You can travel to different planes of existence. You can travel to different star systems and galaxies, different planets. You can travel to what's called the Akashic Record. You can travel to the Galactic Federation of Light, and these are all totally different subjects that we'll get into at another point. But the point is, you can travel to just about anywhere you can possibly imagine. The bottom of the ocean, uh, the pyramids, anything. Now, to explain astral travel a little bit more, astral travel, like I said, is when you expand your consciousness outside of your physical body. And when I say this, I mean you literally pretty much extend a piece of yourself, of your soul, of your awareness and your energetic body outside of your physical body. Your consciousness itself is just an awareness of existence, of your soul's existence. But you're pushing your consciousness, so that awareness, along with a piece of your energetic body, or some people believe your full energetic body, which is basically like the very essence of who you are outside the physical body, to then move around freely outside of the confines of physical limitations. So you can fly, you can swim for however long you want to swim for without losing your breath, but that's because it's not tethered to physical reality. So you're literally experiencing in a completely different way on an energetic plane within the physical realms and within other energetic realms instead of just strictly on the physical plane. Now, there is something to be said about being careful and being safe when it comes to astral travel. Essentially, a lot of people believe that when you astral travel and you send that your soul outside, or your energetic body outside of your physical body, it leaves the space open and empty, and then it kind of makes it in danger for astral entities and other beings to come into your physical body and inhabit your body or try to take over and attach to your physical body. So when you want to do astral travel, and it's a practice, it's not just something that you just straight up do. Some people do have a gift where they can naturally do it, but most people have to practice it. So when you want to astral travel, it's a practice, and as you learn to do it, you have to also know that it's important to be able to protect your physical body from an energetic standpoint from other entities and beings and energies coming in and attaching and connecting with your physical body. You have to be able to learn how to protect that, as well as protecting your energetic body and consciousness, the thing that you're extending outside of your physical body at the same time. So you have to be able to multitask on an energetic level in an energetic space, because the astral realm, it's essentially lies right here. It's kind of like taking two sheets of paper and just sliding one over top of the other. it's really hard to tell that there's two sheets of paper. Like, you can tell that there's like extra layer to it, but like if you're just looking at two sheets of plain white paper, one on top of another in perfect alignment, you can't tell that there's two sheets there. Like, you'd have to look very closely, right? So essentially, the astral realm lies like that second sheet of paper over top of our physical realm. But there's also other, like I said, there's other dimensions and other realms that you can travel to, and they all lie within their own space over top of our physical 3D reality here on Earth. They might not be completely linear. Some of them are and just invisible to our eye, but people think that animals can see these other realms and these other planes of existence and consciousness, and just like they can see colors that we can't see on the visible light spectrum. So that is a philosophy or a theory for you. But like I said, it's important to be able to physically and energetically protect, okay, not physically and energetically protect your physical and energetic bodies. Because if you don't do this, you run the risk of having things try to come in and attach to it, as it's believed. So one way of doing that is learning energy work and learning how to create a protective barrier around your physical body, and then learning how to create a protective barrier around your energetic body. Another thing to be aware of is you always want to have a tether, like a rope or a cable or something like that, however you want to view it, however you want to express it, because it's different for everyone. But you want to have a rope or a tether of some form that tethers your energetic body or your spirit, your soul, whatever you want to call it, to the physical body, so that you can always recall yourself back to your physical body. Because it is believed that it is easy for pieces of your soul or your spirit to get lost in astral travel if you aren't able to easily pull yourself back into the physical body. So some people refer to astral travel as shamanic journeying, and a lot of people use shamanic drumming to do this, and then it's shamanic drumming with a callback, so that when the beat and the rhythm changes at the end of the video that you're listening to, you know to begin returning to your physical body and calling all parts of yourself back so that they don't get lost. Because um, when you lose a piece of your soul or your spirit, it's kind of similar to Voldemort in Harry Potter, where he did the Horcruxes, where he split his soul up, except that this is by accident. You aren't necessarily doing this on purpose, so that's why you have to be really careful. He was doing it on purpose to make it harder to kill him. Whereas when you do this, and when you do this work, you astral travel, if you lose pieces of your soul, you come back feeling tired and uh, sluggish, energetically drained. It's hard to call those pieces back to yourself because you have to find them and you have to feel them and recall them to yourself. But it also kind of leaves you feeling a little bit less, in the sense of less of yourself, less energetically. It kind of feels like there's a piece missing, if that makes sense. So that's always something incredibly important to keep in mind. And if you want to learn how to do this practice, I would highly recommend that you talk to someone who has experience doing it, who knows exactly what they're talking about, and who can guide you to start out your practice with astral travel, with shamanic journey, because of the fact that you have to be careful when you do this practice so that you don't accidentally lose a piece of yourself, so that you don't have something trying to attach to you, because there are nasty things that reside out in those spaces, nasty energies, nasty beings, parasitic beings. And we're going to get into all of that type of talk in another video. But it's just important to know what you're doing, and if you don't know what you're doing, to ask for help so that you can understand and learn to do it properly, safely, with guidance, so that when you go to do these things, you don't run as many risks, because there are risks in spiritual practice. Depending on what it is, there's always a risk. So thank you guys for listening to this video. Go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you found it helpful. Click the little notification bell if you want to be told when I upload new stuff. Share this with people that you think it would help and benefit. I'm incredibly grateful for all the support. And if you would like to work with me, I have the links listed down below for my social media, as well as my Calendly page where you can go on and book a free 45-minute strategy call with me so we can work on coming up with a plan to help you improve your spiritual practice and your spiritual journey and learn to do amazing things like astral traveling if that's something that you want to learn to do. So thanks again for your support and have a great day. Bye.